Okay, this one certainly is not set equal to 0, but it does have the positive x squared. So I'm going to get these two terms off of this side, get them to be equal to 0. I could do this both in one step, add 10 on both sides, and add 2x to both sides. That's actually sloppy. I'm not going to even do that. I'm going to add 2x to both sides first because there's the like terms to line it up with. X squared, negative 9x plus 2x, negative 7x equals the negative 10s left on the right-hand side. This is gone. Then another step, adding 10 on both sides, which I attempted to do in one line earlier. Make sure the x squared is in front, x term in the middle, constant at the end, set equal to 0. Now it's ready to factor. We have a trinomial. There's no number in front of x squared, or the leading coefficient is 1. This is an add, multiply. I need numbers that multiply to 10. 1 times 10, 2 times 5. Has to multiply to a positive 10, so they're either going to both be positive or both be negative. In this case, to add to negative 7, they're both going to be negative. And here's my pair, negative 2, negative 5. Check that. Negative 2 times negative 5 is equal to 10. Negative 2 plus negative 5 equals negative 7. So I get x minus 2, x minus 5 as my two factors. Use the zero product property, set them both equal to 0. And add 2 on both sides, I get x is 2. Add 5 on both sides, I get x equals 5. And those are my solutions. Okay, number 6. Again, not equal to 0. Sometimes you will get them already set equal to 0. However, today what's new is that sometimes they're not. So to get this one set equal to 0, I want to add the 2x to get it off the right-hand side. There's no like term on the other side, so I'm just going to put it somewhere in the middle because I'm going to want to bring down the x squared in front, that positive 2x in the middle, the minus 8 at the end. So you always have to make sure that you have it in that standard form with the squared term, the x term, the constant equal to 0 before you're ready to factor. I don't know why I just did that again. Now we need to figure out what method of factoring we're going to use. There's a 1 in front here, so we could just do add multiply. Again, do not have to do split the middle. Multiply to 8, so we have 1 times 8 or 2 times 4. Has to multiply to negative 8, so either the x's are going to be negative or the y's are going to be negative. I know it has to add to positive, so I need my bigger numbers positive, so I'll make the smaller numbers negative. So I got my pair of numbers, negative 2 and 4, multiply to negative 8, add to 2. You could just keep playing with the positives and the negatives and make sure they multiply to what they're supposed to and add to what they're supposed to. X minus 2x plus 4. Get your two equations, which I forgot to write 0 up here. Pet peeve when that's not a complete sentence. Add 2 on both sides, x equals 2. Minus 4 on both sides, x equals negative 4. And those are your two solutions. And just to add one little extra thing here, referring to what I put on number 7, if I put the equation x squared minus 8 equals negative 2, and look at the equation. Oh, I forgot the x, that's why it's not crossing in the right place. And look at the graph. Notice where it's crossing the x-axis at negative 4 and positive 2. So that's how you could check using your graph, that the points where the graph crosses the x-axis is always going to be your zeros or your solutions.